Hey guys, okay, so today I'm going to do a story time on the time I almost flunked school. And it's not really flunking school, but I did almost have to repeat the 8th grade. I didn't graduate. Like in my old middle school, you had like a graduation ceremony where you had like the little white robes and stuff and you graduated. I wasn't able to attend that graduation, but I almost flunked the 8th grade. And the reason why, okay, going back to the beginning of our school, my 8th grade year, we were bad. Like the whole entire time we was in school, we did not have a teacher. Like at our school, we had A Hall and B Hall. A Hall was like where the AP students and honor students went and stuff, the very smart kids. And then you had the regular students for the B Hall. I was in B because nobody got time to do AP classes. But I was in B Hall, and our students were so bad. We literally legit ran off every teacher that we had the entire year. We didn't have one real teacher, and I think that was like social studies. Yep, our English teacher was gone because she was sick, so we had a substitute the entire year. The other teachers that we had for like math and science and all that, the teacher that we had for science sucked. He really didn't know exactly what he was talking about. And then our math teacher, we kept running them off like hotcakes. Like we always had like a substitute teacher, because we'll have a permanent teacher and then she would quit. She was like, no, I'm not doing it. They are too bad. I'm not about to deal with these kids. No, I quit. So we didn't have a real teacher the entire year in none of our subjects except for one. So our whole entire hall, we all flunked. We all flunked 8th grade because we didn't have a teacher. And I remember my parents being so disappointed in me. They was like, you shouldn't let this happen, da da da. Like, what do you expect me to do? Teach the class myself? Like, how am I supposed to pass if I didn't have a teacher to teach me what was needed for me to pass the class? So I had to go to summer school, and it was so like, yo, I really don't want to be here. My whole summer I was spending in summer school to pass the test that was required for me to get out of middle school to go to high school. And I was just like, this is some like, I have to do this because y'all couldn't find no teacher? Why do I have to be penalized for you guys' failure? Like, I don't understand that. But it was so bad. Like, I almost flunked. And a lot of things happened during my middle school year. I feel like I've gotten bullied my middle school year. Some people who went to school with me may not feel like they have that I was, but I truly feel like in middle school I was bullied. Like within my whole middle school year, I truly feel like I was being bullied. I was gotten picked on. I remember one girl telling me, because you know, like when you're young, you know, TMI, what I'm about to say, but you know how sometimes when you're young, you know, like sometimes your cycle doesn't start or whatever until some people get older. And I remember one girl telling me in middle school, I heard if your cycle hasn't started between this time that is something wrong with you, that you're odd or something like that. She just tried to say something to try to make me feel insecure about myself. Like, I don't want mine to start, so good luck with that. You know what I'm saying? Like, mine will start when it starts. So I'm not hurt that it doesn't. But stuff like that, like I used to be just picked on for no apparent reason. And you know, I used to be kind of hurt because I used to like them a little bit, and I used to be like, oh, they seem so cool, and then they used to pick on me. For what reason, I don't know. Like, you don't even really know me for you not to like me. Like, I felt like I was living, like, if you guys are old enough, if you guys ever seen like Lizzie McGuire, the television show, I honestly felt like I was Lizzie and they were Kate. Like, I just felt like I was living that type of life in middle school. And I really and truly was. Like, I almost got jumped on by the cool kids one year because they heard that I didn't like them or something like that. So they wanted to jump me. I was like, really? They was like, did you say that you didn't like me? And I was like, no. But in actuality, thinking about it now, you guys were stuck up and there's no reason why I should have liked you. But, you know what I'm saying, that doesn't, even if I didn't like you at that time, doesn't give you right to try to jump me because I don't like you. If I don't like you, that's my personal preference. You think fighting me will make me like you more? I was bullied in school, in middle school, and my middle school and part of my beginning of my high school year, I felt very, very insecure about myself. I had low confidence in myself because of that. Okay. So yeah, I was basically, like I said, practically bullied in middle school. I really and truly felt like I was Lizzie McGuire. Like, I understood her struggle. Like, I legit understood her struggle in middle school and high school. Well, like, early high school. And I kind of expressed this a little bit in my cheerleading video. If you haven't looked at that video, it's down below. Me talking about what I feel like you should do when it comes to trying out for cheerleading and what I went through. But yeah, that's something that I actually went through. I really felt like I was being bullied. You know, one time a girl wanted to fight me for no good reason, and she was about like 6 feet tall, almost probably like 200 pounds. And if you guys know me or seen me, I'm very skinny and I'm short. So just imagine how I was years and years and years ago. I was even smaller. And she like wanted to fight me just because she seen that I was considered weak because of my height and my size, and I was a quiet girl. But I was ready to fight her. I didn't give a crap. Like, you're not going to bother me. Like, you crazy. That's what you're not gonna do. Even though I'm not a fighting person, but I'm going to defend myself at the end of the day. So that happened. Like I said, someone wanted to jump me when I was in elementary school because I didn't so-called like them. You know, to this day, I kind of like try to look back on people to see exactly how they're living now. Definitely ones who I feel like bullied me or something like that. And honestly, they're not living a good life. To me, per se, they're not living a good life. Am I living the life that I want to live right now? Of course not. But I'm a little bit above them. That's honestly the reason why a lot of people bully people, because they are afraid of that person that get like bigger than them. Or I'm afraid that this person gonna be more successful than me, or this and this and that. You are jealous of the person that you see that them becoming, so you want to bully them because of your true insecurities. That's truthfully why you're bullying somebody. I don't understand why people bully people, but they do it. But if you feel like you're being bullied, please let someone know. I kept mine to myself. My parents didn't know that I felt like I was being bullied. Because I felt like at that time, I had light bullying. You know, nothing ever became physical, nor did it come really bad. It did make me very insecure. I got depressed emotionally, but physically I was never in any real harm, thank God. So it was insecurities that I've overcame, but I wish that I didn't have that type of experience in middle school. You know, and I was also new to that area too. I was new to that town. I came from further down south. So I was already a new girl there. So for me to also be a new girl and then you just bully me and being mean to me out of the blue, it's just like, what did I do to you? I don't know you from a can of paint. For you to sit here and be mean to me for no apparent reason. But, you know, it is what it was. Like, but I know, like, one of the girls in the group, she used to be nice. Well, it's two of them like that. They used to be nice to me when their friends wasn't around. But when their friends all was together, then they had a snobbish thing attitude towards me. And I noticed that. And I was like, okay, so you can be nice to me when your friends aren't around. But when your friends are around, you have a problem with me. What have you guys been saying about me behind my back where you gotta have attitude when all your friends are around? And I have not done anything to any of you all. Any of you. So for you to sit here and be nice to me one day and then the next second you have an attitude, I don't understand that. But I was just like, whatever, y'all can just have y'all little life, because it's not that serious, child. It is not that serious. But they used to do that to me. Like, but the rest of them were just like rude. Like, one girl, she was just so mean to me and just like snobbish towards me with her nose stuck all the way up. And I'm just like, now you, out of everybody, you most definitely have absolutely no reason to have an attitude towards me. I've never been in a class with you. I've never passed you in the hallway. I only know of you because of your clique that you hang around. And that our school is so small, you have no choice but to know everybody. But as far as me physically talking to you like that, I've never did it. So why you don't like me? I really don't even think about it as being like true bully. I do feel like it's being like a little bit joked on, picked on. If you guys ever seen Lizzie McGuire, then you know exactly what I'm talking about. Because that's exactly how I was treated. Pranks aside, I've never had any pranks done. But everything else that Lizzie encountered on her show, I really did too. I didn't think about it that way. I was just like, you know, this could be worse. And a lot of people do suffer worse. So if you are truthfully like being bullied, hit, abused, if you feel emotionally drained, where you feel like feel like you're worthless, because I know I felt like that in middle school. I felt like I was worthless in middle school. I felt like I really didn't have a point, you know. I tried to hide it. I'm a good person in hiding true feelings. You knowing me, you wouldn't think that I thought that way, but I did. But you wouldn't know it because I don't express my feelings on my shoulders. So yeah, if you really feel that way, then you honestly need to talk to someone. Make sure your friends are there, because I did have friends along with me as well to support me. I feel like one of them kind of was a backstabber because she wanted to be inside of that clique. But we're not going to mention any names. If you feel like you're being bullied or anything like that, then please let someone know, because being bullied is a serious thing, and no one should feel uncomfortable in school or even at home with social media. If you don't have anything nice to say, don't say it at all, because if it's not nice, more than likely your opinion is not even wanted nor needed. So you can keep that to yourself. So the whole bullying people is, to me, is overrated. So if you're bullying someone, you really need to self-evaluate yourself and see what is wrong with you and why you're trying to bully people, because you need to start at yourself first, because that's where you have the true problem at, but you just don't want to admit it and you want to take it out on other people. So if you are the bully, do some self-evaluation. Needless to say, going back to the original story time of when I got flunked out of school, I did go to summer school and I did end up passing my classes. So I did graduate. So I never got flunked behind. I've always stayed on the right path. I graduated when I was supposed to. I never officially flunked and started back on the 8th grade all over again. No, I had to go to summer school. I passed and I went to 9th grade during the fall like everybody else. So yeah, that is it for my story time. It was a mixture of 2 different stories and a little bit of word saying. But if you guys enjoyed this story time, give it a thumbs up. I can give you more story time that are more in detail. Just list them down below, like about a boyfriend cheating on me or anything like that. Or when I had a speed chase when I was younger, all of that. So if you guys want to know about those story times, leave those comments down below and I'll be sure to tell you guys about them. But until next time, make sure that you click that subscribe button, because if I do leave a story time, I want you guys to be the first ones to see it. So make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Follow me on all my social media at Whitley Jonee. If you are unsure on how to spell that, I will leave that down below as well, probably somewhere right here, or it also is my YouTube name. Everything is the same. So yeah, with that being said, see you guys later, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.